In a galaxy where the formidable Kuk Kamsu reign supreme, they clash with an underestimated opponent, humans. Witness the inspiring resilience of humanity as they turn a desperate struggle into a galactic legend. Are you ready to discover why we don't kill unkillable humans? The first encounter. So, imagine our vast, starry galaxy teeming with mysteries and incredible stuff. And in this huge cosmic playground, something totally unexpected went down. We're talking about the first ever meetup between humans and the Kuk Kamsu. And trust me, it was as surprising as it gets. A real game changer in the world of interstellar meet and greets. This whole thing, it kicked off almost by fluke. A perfect example of just how unpredictable the cosmos can be. Now let's talk about the Kuk Kamsu for a second. These folks were no joke. They roamed around the galaxy with this air of we're the best, often not giving other species a second thought. They were the first to bump into us humans, and it wasn't part of some big master plan, it was sheer dumb luck. They stumbled upon a tiny human outpost while zipping through some quiet, unimpressive corner of the galaxy. This outpost was humble, just a small speck of human life near Earth, our home base, and here's where the drama really starts. The Kuk Kamsu spotted these human-made structures on a planet they had their eyes on for their own projects, and their reaction? Straight-up aggression. They didn't stop to ponder if these structures were made by another thinking species. Nope, to them, they were just annoying roadblocks in their plan. They decided to launch an attack on the human settlement, convinced they were doing the right thing. Their attack was a glaring display of their aggressive nature. They came in with one goal, total destruction, claiming the land as their own. It was brutal, no holds barred. Buildings were torched, and the landscape was devastated by their firepower. But it's key to remember, the Kuk Kamsu didn't have a particular beef with humans. They would have reacted similarly to any species that got in their way. They weren't big on the whole interstellar diplomacy thing or respecting the rights of other sentient beings. What they totally underestimated was just how resilient and inventive humans can be. By galactic standards, we might look a little bit old school, and until that point, we had no clue about other smart species out there. But that didn't mean we were easy targets. The human outpost, caught off guard for sure, was ready to stand its ground. The way humans responded to the Kuk Kamsu's assault was a real eye-opener for them. It sparked a series of events that would forever change how different beings in the galaxy interact with each other. So this wasn't just a showdown of who had the mightier weapons, it was a profound clash of cultures, understanding, and the sudden realization that we're not alone in this vast galaxy. The Kuk Kamsu's aggressive stance and their failure to recognize the intelligence of the humans they encountered became a pivotal lesson for all galactic species. It highlighted the importance of empathy, mutual respect, and embracing a wider perspective in our endlessly fascinating and expanding universe. It's a tale that reminds us all, in the grand cosmic dance, being open-minded and respectful can make a world of difference. The surprise of human resilience. A distant human outpost, pretty much the definition of off the beaten path, finds itself smack in the middle of an unexpected clash with the formidable Kuk Kamsu. These Kuk Kamsu folks, armed to the teeth with high-tech gear and a rep for conquering left and right, were totally gearing up for an easy win. They saw humans as this primitive bunch, easy pickings. But as soon as they started their attack, the story took a twist nobody saw coming. In the middle of all the chaos, a human figure steps up, decked out in this armor suit that's something out of a sci-fi movie. This wasn't just any old armor, but a showcase of human ingenuity, packed with weapons that boosted the wearer's abilities big time. The design was a smart mix of defense and attack, blending top-notch materials and weapons in a way that seemed tailor-made for the humans inside it. The Kuk Kamsu? Their confidence started to slip as the battle raged on. They were up against resistance and a strategic counterattack that totally flew in the face of their primitive label for humans. The humans, digging deep into their survival instincts, honed over thousands of years battling Earth's wilds, showed off a tactical savvy that was both brilliant and unexpected. They played their knowledge of the terrain like a pro, using guerrilla tactics that left the Kuk Kamsu reeling. It was like a dance of shadows and smarts, with humans striking hard and fast, then vanishing into the familiar landscape. And then there was the armored figure, almost like a hero out of human mythology, wielding a kinetic pistol and a sword with equal skill. This mix of the ancient and the ultra-modern, the sword a nod to human warfare's past, and the kinetic pistol a sign of their tech progress, was a perfect example of human combat style. This fusion of history and future, instinct and innovation, sent a loud message. Humans were not just survivors, but formidable fighters. This fight became a major lesson for the Kuk Kamsu. Their mistake of underestimating humans backfired big time. The advanced human weaponry, their clever combat strategies, and that primal, almost animal-like survival instinct made them a force to be reckoned with. The Kuk Kamsu's initial surprise quickly turned into a mix of respect and maybe a bit of fear, as they realized this wasn't just a battle against a species, but a confrontation with the entire legacy of human resilience and smarts. In the epic encounter, humans did more than defend their outpost. They flipped the script on how they were viewed across the galaxy. They redefined the narrative of what it means to be human in this vast cosmic stage, showing that in the grand scheme of things, they're not just players, they're game changers. Human complexity and instinct. Humans are this complex mix, a jigsaw puzzle that's cultural and evolutionary. At the heart of it all, humanity's kind of like a stew with many different ingredients. We've got our primal roots, the stuff that comes from way back when we were hunters on Earth, which was no easy playground. This has wired a really strong survival instinct into us. But that's not the whole picture. Alongside this tough-as-nails survival drive, there's this burning curiosity and a knack for coming up with new things, which has pushed us from the Stone Age all the way to exploring the stars. It's like we're always asking, what's next? Now, when the chips are down and humans face threats or conflicts, we do something pretty special. We blend these ancient instincts with our modern-day brain power. Think about it. Our days chasing down dinner have given us this ability to react super quickly and think strategically. Over countless years, this mix of gut reaction and intelligence has been honed and refined. It's shaped how we handle fights and strategies. It's not just about who can lift the heaviest rock. Human conflicts often turn into these complex mind games where being smart and sneaky is what gets you the win. Our history is chock full of wars and battles where the brain, not just brawn, clinched the victory. Looking at the bigger picture, like the whole galaxy-wide scene, the way humans approach conflicts is distinctive. Sure, some species might be all about raw power or lean heavily on super advanced tech for warfare, but humans, we've got this balanced blend of instinct and strategic planning. Our ability to keep learning and evolving, to tweak and change our tactics, makes us hard to pin down and pretty tough opponents. Our unique style, growing from our hunter beginnings to becoming deep thinkers and innovators, really puts us in our own league in the cosmos. It's not just about our skill in battle that's noteworthy. We can fight intelligently, adapt to different situations, and overcome challenges. That's what really makes us stand out. We're not just another species in the galactic community, we're the ones who can think on our feet, come up with ingenious solutions, and face up to just about anything. And that, in the grand scheme of things, is what makes humans an interesting, unpredictable, and respected player on the cosmic stage. Furthermore, humans possess a certain duality in their nature, a fusion of aggression and empathy, which adds another layer of complexity to their interactions. This duality is often reflected in their diplomacy and their willingness to forge alliances across the cosmos. In the grand tapestry of galactic civilizations, humans are not just a species to be wary of due to their martial prowess, but also one to engage with for their capacity for cooperation, understanding, and cultural exchange. Their story in the cosmos is one of relentless growth and adaptation, marked by their unique ability to blend their survival instincts with a progressively sophisticated understanding of the universe around them. The Galactic Implications. After the dust settled on the human Kuk Kamsu scuffle, it wasn't just a who won, who lost kind of deal. It was a massive game changer in the grand scheme of galactic relations. The Kuk Kamsu backing off wasn't just them retreating, it was a huge signal, like a cosmic flare, saying it was time for a change. This whole event started flipping the script on old ideas about pride and power, pushing everyone to respect each other and actually talk things out. Think about it, the Kuk Kamsu, known as these hardcore, never-back-down types, took a step that nobody saw coming. They reached out to make peace. And we're not talking about some half-hearted handshake here. This was a full-on admission that they saw humans as equals. That's a big deal, right? It sent shockwaves across the stars, challenging what everyone thought about other life forms out there. Now, let's talk about us humans in this whole cosmic drama. The way we stepped onto the galactic stage was like something out of a movie. We weren't just another species joining the club, we brought a whole new vibe. We came with our tech and firepower, sure, but also with a rich mix of cultures, ideas and perspectives that you only get from a place as diverse as Earth. Our leap into the galaxy was more than just a political move. It was like throwing open the doors to a cultural and philosophical revolution. Our entry into the galactic community led to all sorts of new partnerships and tech breakthroughs. It's like we stirred up the cosmic pot, bringing in fresh ways of looking at things and highlighting the value of having different viewpoints. This shift got other species to hit the pause button and rethink things. Seeing how humans could combine age-old survival skills with advanced strategic thinking was eye-opening. It showed the galaxy that there's way more to consider than just who has the flashiest tech or the biggest muscles. Wrapping up that conflict wasn't just about ending a spat. It became a major lesson about staying humble and being open to the unfamiliar. It reshaped how different species interact in space, fostering a new cooperation and mutual respect world. This historical period was a real turning point in the fabric of interstellar relations. It spotlighted the importance of understanding and unity among all the varied species in our galaxy. Setting this kind of precedent for future encounters in space was a big deal. It laid the groundwork for how we, all different beings from all corners of the universe, could come together, learn from each other, and make the vast and mysterious cosmos a little friendlier for everyone. The changing galactic order. After the conflict, there were major shake-ups in the galactic order, like a cosmic chess game with new players and unexpected moves. First off, the retreat and subsequent peace overtures by the Kuk Kamsu were a big deal. It wasn't just a single event, it signified a shifting tide in the galaxy. Imagine a long-standing powerhouse in the galaxy suddenly changing its approach. That's bound to cause ripples. This move altered the perceived hierarchy of power, with other species now viewing the Kuk Kamsu and humans in a new light. It was a clear message that adaptability and diplomacy could triumph over sheer might. Now let's talk about the new alliances and rivalries that emerged post-conflict. The humans, once underestimated, found themselves courted by various species for alliances. Their resilience and strategic acumen made them desirable allies. It wasn't just about military alliances, there were cultural and technological collaborations too. Different species were eager to learn from human innovation and adaptability, making humans sort of like the new popular kid in the galactic high school. On the flip side, the conflict also birthed new rivalries. Some species, perhaps feeling threatened by the rise of humans and the shift in the Kuk Kamsu's stance, started to realign their own alliances and strategies. It's like a galactic balance of power, constantly in flux, with the human and Kuk Kamsu conflict acting as a catalyst for change. The galaxy post-conflict was a different place dynamic, a little uncertain, but definitely more open to the idea that power can come from unexpected places. Human influence on interspecies relations. Ever since the conflict ended, humans have been stirring things up, in a good way, across the stars. First up, cultural exchanges and cooperation. With their rich and diverse cultural tapestry, humans brought a whole new flavour to the galactic table. We're talking art, music, cuisine, and so much more. It's like introducing a new cuisine in the neighbourhood. Suddenly everyone wants a taste. There have been cultural festivals where species from different corners of the galaxy come together to experience human culture. And these events are a hit. It's not just one-way traffic though. Humans are equally fascinated by alien creatures, leading to a sort of cultural exchange program on a galactic scale. This has fostered a deeper understanding and appreciation among different species, breaking down barriers that no treaty could. Post-conflict, humans have earned a reputation as effective mediators. Being the new kids on the galactic block, their unique perspective allows them to approach conflicts with fresh eyes. They've been instrumental in resolving skirmishes and disputes that have stumped other species for ages. It's like having a neutral party who's not bogged down by centuries of galactic baggage. Plus, their experience in overcoming their own internal conflicts on Earth gives them a unique insight into conflict resolution. Future prospects and challenges. Looking ahead at the galaxy's future, especially after the ripples caused by the human Kuk Kamsu conflict, it's like trying to predict the weather in space, which is tricky but fascinating. Let's muse over what could be in store, particularly regarding potential conflicts and how they might be resolved, and of course the role humans are likely to play in the grand galactic scheme. Predicting future conflicts isn't an exact science, but if history's taught us anything, it's that conflicts often arise from misunderstandings, resource competition, or ideological differences. Given the ever-expanding nature of the galaxy and the introduction of new technologies and resources, it's likely that we will see some friction. But here's the kicker. How these conflicts might be resolved could change dramatically, especially with humans in the mix. Humans have shown a knack for diplomacy and innovative conflict resolution, blending their unique perspectives with lessons learned from their history. We might see more mediation, more emphasis on mutual benefits, and perhaps even novel approaches to conflict we hadn't even thought of yet. Now let's discuss humanity's role in the future galactic community. Humans are like the new intern who's quickly become indispensable in the office. They've shown remarkable adaptability, a willingness to learn, and a unique approach to problem solving. In the future, humans could become the bridge builders of the galaxy, helping to navigate and mitigate conflicts. Their diverse cultural background and history of overcoming their own terrestrial conflicts could position them as valuable counselors in interspecies disputes. Moreover, humans might significantly shape galactic policies, especially regarding exploration, colonization, and resource management. Their fresh perspective could lead to more sustainable and ethical approaches, balancing advancement with preserving the galaxy's diverse ecosystems and cultures. But it won't be all smooth sailing. Humanity will have its own challenges to overcome, particularly in understanding and respecting the myriad alien cultures and political structures in the galaxy. Navigating this complex interstellar landscape will require a delicate balance of assertiveness and diplomacy, learning and teaching, taking and giving. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.